If you're thinking about buying or selling in or moving to Del Mar, California, you've come to the right place, because in this video, we're going to talk about where to live in Del Mar, California.
And if you stay until the end, we're going to share with you one of our favorite tips about where to live in Del Mar.
Hi everyone, it's John Elizabeth Finley with the Finley Group, coming to you from none other than Del Mar, California. And if you're interested in where to live in Del Mar, what it costs to live in Del Mar, where the locals like to hang out, and what the secret ins and outs of living in Del Mar are, what the best surf breaks are, and generally everything you need to know about living in Del Mar, then be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell below to get notified anytime we release a video of what it's like to live in Del Mar, California.
We're passionate about making these videos because we get so many people reaching out to us about moving to or relocating to Del Mar on a daily basis. So if you're one of those people interested in buying or selling in or moving to or relocating to Del Mar, or you just want to know what it's like to hang out in Del Mar, we'll leave our contact info in the description below.
You can call us, you can text us, email, direct message on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever's convenient for you. If you're looking to make the move, we help a lot of people buy and sell homes in Del Mar, and we'd be honored to help you as well.
Let's jump right into where to live in Del Mar. So,
well,
John?
That is really heavily dependent upon price and budget. Del Mar is an expensive area. Right? So everyone wants to be on the beach or have ocean views, but there's a price to pay for that. So we can tell you the best places to be, the best ocean views and all that stuff, but it really is heavily dependent on price and budget, right?
Right.
So as we talk about the different neighborhoods, we've got...
Okay, well, so we have the Beach Colony. We have, and we're going to kind of describe every single neighborhood here. The Beach Colony, Oceanfront, Del Mar Terraces, the Del Mar Heights, and Old Del Mar. And there's a few others that we're not talking about as well.
Right. So the Beach Colony is west of Camino Del Mar, north of 15th Street, and it's the flat section, and it's where all the oceanfront homes are.
Right. It's at sea level.
It's at sea level.
And so only the homes that are right on the oceanfront have the views, because the ones behind them don't have the views as much because it's all one level.
Right. So their benefit is they are walking distance to the beach, sometimes a house or two off, and sometimes a block or two off. But you've got great houses there, houses that have been there forever, and houses that have been remodeled.
Right. And you're close to the racetrack, the fairgrounds, the dog beach, and also many vacation rentals are down there. That's probably where the most vacation rentals are in Del Mar, I would think. Yep.
And you're walking distance to everything, but it is price dependent, right? On the ocean front, you could be 10 million or you could be 45 million. A lot of homes trade for 12, 15, 18, 20, 25 million. That's on the ocean front. Still in the Beach Colony, a house or two off or a few houses off, you could still be 8 million, 9 million.
Right.
You could be 4 million.
Depending on the size.
Right. But again, a lot of money. So that's a specific type of buyer, and not everyone can be there. But then, so you go from the Beach Colony to the ocean front, and then you go to the bluff side stuff, and
which is a little more south in the town of Del Mar. So it kind of goes up the hill a little bit, and then you still have a bunch of oceanfront homes, but they're a little bit raised up on the bluff.
Yeah, they're sitting on a bluff.
So they're not right on the sand anymore. The Beach Colony is for the sand. So.
Right. But what you do have is you have a little bit of incline going from the bluffs, starting going up. And so you can be 3 or 4 houses or even many houses off the bluff, and you have ocean views from here. But again, it's a very pricey neighborhood.
It is. And well, and what's actually great about that area, the bluff side of and the oceanfront, is the homes that are behind that, because the hills sloped a little bit. The homes even behind it, 2, 3, 4 homes behind it, still have pretty good ocean views from the top floors. And
and you're still walking distance to everything. You're walking distance to the village. You're walking distance to the bluffs. You're walking distance to the beach. The cool thing about that area is it's a lesser populated area. And especially the beaches are lesser populated, so there's great walking and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's kind of designated you're west of Camino Del Mar, which is the main street running through Del Mar. Mm-hmm. So you've got west of Camino Del Mar, which is going to be, in general, a little bit more expensive because it's closer to the bluffs, closer to the beach. And then you've got east of Camino Del Mar. All of it is Old Del Mar, but they're like broken up into different sections, and you can get different types of homes in different feels for what you're looking for. Again, heavily price dependent.
Right. And well, in Del Mar largely is all custom homes.
Yep.
There's very few cookie cutter areas, except for maybe the townhome condominium areas.
Well, Del Mar Heights.
Well, right.
So,
but so many of them are turned over custom homes now too.
Right, and so what happens in Del Mar? It's not a direct break, but really like there's a break between Crest Canyon and everything west, which is what we just described, which is
Old Del Mar, Oceanfront Beach.
And then you've got east of Crest Canyon, which is Del Mar Heights, and the distinction there is west of Del Mar is actually the city of Del Mar. And east of Del Mar is the city of San Diego. Same zip code, 92014. The difference is the building codes and the restrictions are much less stringent east of Crest Canyon, which is the city of San Diego. So what you have is those were tract home neighborhoods back in the 60s. And because the
city of San Diego allows for a lot more
allows you to go 2 stories, does not have as much restrictions for view corridors, and they allow you to maximize, here's the biggest thing, they allow you to maximize the floor area ratio of the lot.
Right.
And so you build bigger homes. So the homes that they built in the 60s were 3 and 4 bedrooms, some single stories, a lot of single stories,
1,800 bedroom, 2 bath,
1,800 square feet, but they're sitting on 10 and 12,000 square foot lots. And so what's happened over the last 10 years is builders have come in, bought them, scraped them, and built big homes on them.
Right, like
custom
4
homes.
5-bedroom homes with 3,000 square feet.
And there are some streets if you're on the west side of Half Moon Bay, you're still getting some really good ocean views.
Right, so if you're looking for a bigger family home that's close to the elementary schools, because both the elementary schools are up in Del Mar Heights,
right?
And you don't have $10 million to spend, but maybe you have $2 to $5 million, perhaps. That's your neighborhood.
Yep.
That's where you can find it, and you'll still be in Del Mar.
So that's Del Mar Heights, and
there's still ocean views there too.
There's still ocean views there.
Yeah.
And you are still walking distance to the beach. It'll take you a little longer. You can cut through Crest Canyon and get there. And the cool thing from those neighborhoods is you have Crest Canyon and you have Torrey Pines Reserve, which you can walk through, great walking trails.
Right, and we talked quite a bit about that on another one of our videos.
Yep.
And so there's another neighborhood that we haven't talked about yet, and that's probably the most south furthest neighborhood in Del Mar, called the Del Mar Terraces. And that it starts kind of at Torrey Pines Beach and goes inland.
It goes east to the freeway, and that connects through the Torrey Pines Reserve, connects through all the way up to Del Mar Heights. So as a kid growing up there, we played all the time in those canyons, rode our bikes in those canyons, but it connects all the way through. So you've got walking trails from there, but you've got these beautiful sandstone mountains. They're like hillsides the canyon side that goes into those reserves. And a lot of the houses are built like into them, right up alongside of them. And there's just really cool juxtaposition. I knew I was going to have a problem with that word.
Right.
But again, here you have views of the lagoon, Los Penasquitos Lagoon, and Torrey Pines Beach. It's really, really cool neighborhood.
Well, it starts it goes up like in a pyramid, you know, so lots of homes get lots of views, and on that south side of Del Mar is like the lagoon and the marsh,
right?
That's beautiful going out towards the ocean. So the views you have on that side are the lagoon and the marsh area, along with the ocean.
Right. So there's not really any bad neighborhoods in Del Mar, but one of the cons, I guess, to maybe living in the Del Mar Terraces is it's not really walking distance. Walking distance is all relative, right? But it's not really walking distance to the village. You can't get there quickly by walking. And
it's like
not,
what, 2 miles?
Yeah, and it's not walking distance to the beaches. You are walking distance to Torrey Pines Beach. You're not walking distance to the main beaches in Del Mar. But
which are in
still,
the colony.
The cool thing about it is it's kind of like out of the rat race, which we've talked about how Del Mar swells in the summertime and gets so busy. This area is just kind of isolated from that, and it's not as busy, so you've got this good feel, which is pretty cool.
It is, and you're right by the water, because I mean, you can also escape that being up in the Del Mar Heights area, where the other big residential area is. But if you still want to be down by the water and kind of escape the crowds, that is an area,
right?
Is kind of a secret in that way.
And so that leads us to our tip. We asked you to stay to the end if you wanted to hear one of our tips on where to live in Del Mar. And this is a neighborhood that we love for a lot of reasons. It is over in the Del Mar Terraces. And it is a townhome community, 2 of them, Sea Point and Sea Village. And if you've been in Del Mar, driven from La Jolla to Del Mar, you may have seen them. They're the brown shingled townhomes that terrace up the hill, and then the tan stucco townhomes that go even higher up. And near and dear to my heart, my parents lived there for many, many years. Ocean views for days, just amazing. But what's cool about them is, one, price point. You can get into Del Mar for a much lesser price point. And again, it's all relative, but you're still going to pay $1 million, $1.1 million, $1.2 million, $1.3 million, but much cheaper than what you're going to pay for a detached home in Del Mar.
Well, and I think one of the most huge advantages is 90% of them have really nice ocean views.
Yeah.
They really do. And you have enough square footage. I mean, you can get a 3 or 4 bedroom there, and a garage, 2-car garage.
Yeah.
And plus you have access to some pools and some park.
And you're right by Torrey Pines Beach, so you're walking distance to that. And these make for great lock and leave units if you're a second home buyer. A lot of our clients are from Canada, from Arizona, from Texas, and they're second home buyers, and this is their second home. So they'll use it when they come down here, and then they'll rent it out when...
vacation rental. It's a great investment property, too.
Great investment property. So that's our tip. Sea Point and Sea Village. You got to check out that area. Listen, we love talking about Del Mar. I was raised there. It's such a passion of mine. So we're so fortunate and happy to be able to sell homes in Del Mar, help people learn about Del Mar and what's so cool about it and what we love about it. So we want to share that with you as much as possible. So anytime you guys have questions, reach out. We're happy to talk to you about selling homes in Del Mar. If you want to move there, if you're relocating there, if you live there and you want to sell a home, reach out. We'd love to help you anytime.
Look forward to talking to you. Take care.